Hello everyone, how's it going today? Welcome back to another session of our Lego Building Friday Lego Building, whatever order those words go in. And thank you very much for that raid, Rectangle Jones. I really do appreciate it. For anyone sticking around, this is how far we've gotten on our build, and we are ready to start on bag number 15. Go ahead and get these parts poured out. And there is a new bits goal. We did get to the previous one. So the motorized lighthouse, that will be ordered as soon as a good gift with purchase or double VIP points sale is going on Lego. And the new one that we are now going for is the very lovely Orient Express. I'm very excited to get both of those sets. So if you want to see that set, go ahead and throw some bits my way. Your cat is made of spaz tonight. What did I do to him via remote to Dragon Magic? I just changed out all the air fresheners in your place with lovely catnip ones. You know. Howdy, Enoch Pratt. How's it going? And Lil Bunny. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, 2 grill tiles. Fiend! I just wanted to provide lovely, lovely drugs to your kitty. That's all. Is that so wrong? Just giving some drugs to a kitty? Yes, it is wrong. I don't know. Howdy, Naruto guy. How's it going? How has your week been? Busy? Sound like you've been busy. Let's see. 1x2 to 1x2 downward bracket. How would I like it if someone drugged my Lego? I think it would be very interesting to see Lego get drugged. I don't know how that would work, so that would be fascinating. Howdy, Bahamut. How's it going? Planning on saving up money for their next year Magic the Gathering boosters. Why provide information on a new Modern Horizons 3 set coming out this spring-summer that features your favorite Planeswalker? Because they want your money. You have money and they want it. Just sprinkle it all over my Lego and I'd never be able to touch them again. I mean, if it's Lego drugs, I think that would be affecting the Lego themselves. I don't know. I've never actually seen Lego get drugged, so I don't know what that would be like. It would be fascinating, I'm sure. Make a little vase here. You have hams and Ald wants them. I do, but I also give away hams, so you know. There's a limit. And a 7-petal flower here. I don't watch enough YouTube then. I'm very particular in what I watch. It keeps my my recommendations fairly consistent. Howdy, Red Hyena. How's it going? Glad I hit the lighthouse goal. Looks like a great set. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I will also definitely have to make sure that I get the right batteries before we do that, so that we can plug it in. And hopefully it's easy to get the batteries out. It is no bueno when batteries leak into Lego battery boxes. It really sucks. It's actually kind of surprising that Lego has never, like in recent memory, made either a USB or wall plug adapter. Like that feels like What is the new goal? It is the Orient Express. There was a quick little vote on the Discord, and that is what won. Do I have experience with batteries leaking into LEGO sets? You have no idea. I have a lot of classic sets with classic rare battery boxes, and most of them have leaked. Most of them have leaked. I was not good either as a kid or as an adult in removing batteries so that they didn't leak. So, not a rogue AI, that came in second, so I will be getting that one afterwards. So our next goal is going to be the Orient Express, or this current goal is going to be the Orient Express, but then the next one will be Starry Night, because that is also one that I want. Oh dear, indeed, yeah. Yeah, it's not good. I have been meaning to look into ways to see if it's possible or easy, or even if it's not easy, doable to clean some of those, because I would like to get them usable again. It's pretty gross, really. I don't know if it's possible, though. How am I? I am doing pretty well. Just gonna be in the corner being sad over the Magic the Gathering booster set this year. I mean, you're just sad that you have to spend money, right? Like, that's... It's not like they're doing something bad with it, right? Is the 1x1 to 1x2 upward bracket. Oh, there it is. When you wanted to save money. Well, I mean, just means save money on other things, I guess, right? You know, you don't need food, right? Little things like that. I mean, can't you just, like, buy the one card you want? Wouldn't that be, easier? Suppose you could not buy soda. Well, it depends on what kind of soda. There are certain types of soda that are just vital to life. It would be easier, but where's the fun in that? Well, I mean, you get exactly what you want. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Mountain Dew, and Dr. Pepper. Yeah, those are both vital, necessary to life liquids. In case you didn't know, you know. All right, quite a few log bricks. Not log bricks, brick bricks. What am I thinking? Where's my brain? I had fun earlier today. I made myself some soup and then promptly spilled it all over my hand. So that was fun. It was painful. Pro tip: don't spill soup all over your hand. Hot soup fresh from the stove. It's no good. It's a bad idea, really. I mean, if you were tempted to do so, you know, my recommendation is not. Howdy, boogers. How's it going? Dr. Pepper ice cream float. I have never had... I have only had root beer floats. I have never had another soda float. Well, just hanging and playing? Nice. So I have no opinions on other soda floats. Alright. Let's see. I need a corner plate here. Recommending not to grab a hot metal from the stovetop with bare hands either. Yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. Let's get that turned around. You've done it once. Painful lesson. Yeah. Yeah. Preferred way to burn yourself is to accidentally touch the heating element on the stove. Yeah, that's not a great idea either. That's not a great idea either. I'm waiting to see if my my skin blisters up because it was very hot. It was quick. I got it under cold water pretty quick, but still, it's very painful. Very painful. Use mustard on burns. Well, I don't have any, so... I just used cold water. It did the job. Alright, let's see. Another 1x6 brick right there. 1x2 plate. Was some of the soup still edible? Oh yeah, no, I mean it was just like a... I stupidly tilted the the bowl a little bit, and so it spilled over the edge. But it was very, very painful. So, I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, I lost, like, you know, half a cup, quarter of a cup worth of soup. So, really not very much at all. That's not the issue. Thankfully. Plenty of soup left to eat afterwards. Let's see, 2x2. 1x2 to 2x2 there. A quarter, not quart. It's a big difference. Big difference. Alright. And then we get our shutters. I miss old school Lego shutters. Wasting a quarter of a cup of soup. I know. I know, it's terrible. I mean, at least it was just the soup liquid part and not much of the actual, like, material of the soup. A couple kernels of corn got out, and that's about it. It was corn chowder. Very delicious. Had 2 bowls. My doctor was probably internally screaming. Just sensed it. Knew it was happening. Alright, got a pair of red flowers there in the middle. And just wanted some soup. No. The hand did not want soup. Really did not. A 1x2 plate. Okay, yeah. That's going on next. Alright, let's get this wall panel on here. There we go. And slot that right in there. There we go. Okay. Alright, so spare parts. We got a white 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg, and a gold 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Almost finished with the Hoarding the Sun CK2 LP. Well, I'm glad that you've enjoyed it, at least. All good things must come to an end. Except me, because I'm immortal. Howdy up, Cody. How's it going? Now I got a helmet in here. How many figures came with this set? I think there's 5. There's Kevin, his mom, the 2 wet bandits, and the neighbor guy. Howdy, Crimson Clover. How's it going? Cornflakes guy, perchance?
No, I didn't come with this set, but I should have. I should come with every set. Darn tootin'. Every set misses me. It does. It's true. You know it. You know it to be true.
Let's see. Mega Flare's the Cornflakes guy and all the cornflakes in the world.
No, my breakfast soup! How could you do such a thing? That's terrible. What a monster.
Hit the cornflake with the iron already? Nah. Why would I want to do something to someone so wonderful? There we go. Get that pillar in there. Let's see. 1x8. 2x4s. Because you need to iron out all the brainwashing he's given me. What that's just silly talk. It's just silly talk.
You're just jealous you have no cornflakes. If everyone had cornflakes, the world would be a better place. It's true. It's true. No, don't put pickles in the cornflakes. It doesn't go together. Put pickles on a sandwich or something.
You have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Way better.
Well, I mean, you can have whatever cereal you want. It's fine, as long as it's cornflakes.
I don't know how ham would taste in cornflakes. That seems a little weird. Actually, I think I can predict that would not taste good at all. Let's see. 1x2 with clip. Oh, there it is. Not 1x2 with Clippy. Chocolate cornflakes. I mean, I could see it. Frosted Flakes are pretty good. So, you know, just replace it with like a sugar chocolate mixture. It might be okay. I don't know. No, wait. What? Cocoa Flakes. Isn't that a real thing? Isn't that a real, oh, maybe I'm thinking of Cocoa Puffs. I don't know my breakfast soups very well, honestly. Cocoa Pebbles? No, I mean, I don't know if it is. I've never had Cocoa Pebbles. When I was real young, chocolate frosted flakes have been done. It's like a limited time thing. Okay. Yeah, it felt like once I mentioned it and started like thinking through what it would entail, I was like, wait, this feels familiar. I feel like I've encountered this before in my life. Breakfast soup shouldn't be a thing ever.
What do you have against cereal? It's part of a complete breakfast. You get your breakfast soup, and you're good to go, ready to learn all things at school in the morning. Yeah.
And howdy, Farron, how's it going? Just Googled it, chocolate frosted flakes cereal. Yeah. Yeah, it came back to me. It came back to me. I've never had them. Nothing against cereal, but you have an issue with calling it breakfast soup? I mean, soup is great. And when you can have soup for breakfast, you can have soup anytime. You've never heard it called breakfast soup before and now cannot unhear it. You're welcome. It is one of the ways that I torment you, dear viewers. Ah, it feels good to be evil. Part of a balanced breakfast as pushed by the wheat industry. Yep.
I'm totally in the tank for big wheat. Big grain. I know which side my bread is buttered on.
There's a hill you shall die on that cereal should not be referred to as breakfast soup. There is a huge grain lobby? Oh, yeah, no, there definitely is. There's huge lobbies of all sorts, really. Some of them aren't as huge. I live in Washington, D.C., in the Washington, D.C. area. I have worked for some of those. I have worked for the American Petroleum Institute. Trust me, I know. Cease speaking such folly? You wish to tweet this cursed thought? Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Bring the joy of breakfast soup to the masses. Oh, man. No, next time, there's a columnist who also does a cereal review thing for Good Eats. Next time he posts one, I gotta mention breakfast soup. Little Bunny is getting Victorian. There is no breakfast soup. I mean, if there was no breakfast soup, then I wouldn't be able to call it breakfast soup. So, obviously, there is breakfast soup. Tend to call a lot of things what they are not. No, I call a lot of things what they technically are. Because technically correct is the best form of correct. It really and truly is. Just need to stop feeding all such reactions to such folly. I mean, yeah, there is an element of that you know, if you don't want me to keep bringing back Cornflakes Guy and breakfast soup, then don't make me laugh with your reactions. Never is now sent out to the world. Oh man, I gotta go look for that. It's wonderful. Truly, truly wonderful. Makes me feel so good to bring such joy to the world of you know, the revelation of breakfast soup. You found it quickly on Twitter. I'll have to look after the stream. It's Rhine time. It's never Rhine time. Except the, you know, the one time that it was in that recent game that I played. I don't even remember which game it was now. Jeez. Was that Tales of Destiny? I think that was Tales of Destiny. Forgot that I gotta do something on the inside here. I will have to look for it after the stream as well. No, yeah, Rhine Time came up in a recent non-Xenoblade series though. I think it was Tales of Destiny. Been a lot of evidence of how evil I am today. No, I am never evil. Never, ever evil. You had an interesting Magic the Gathering arena match today. Did they deploy breakfast soup? It'll be easy. You added me? Oh, okay. I'll definitely look. You enjoying my Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced playthrough so far? Well, thank you. I may have spent 6 hours off screening getting an overpowered weapon coming up, so, you know. Look forward to that, too. They didn't. Well, they should have. So what happened? What happened? I will not make a breakfast soup comment unless it is relevant about your match. Kind of strange that the McAllister family decorated their house for Christmas considering they were going to Paris for the holiday. Some people, well, I mean, some people decorate for, like, and they keep the decorations up for, you know, a long time. Like, I don't know what the original idea was for the duration of their stay, but, I mean, if it was going to be something along the lines of, you know, a week or something like that, then there's still plenty of other time around the holiday that they might want the decorations up. It was they sent an 8/8 creature at you and you blocked with a 9/9 creature and they conceded. You know people who decorate for Christmas the moment Halloween is over? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's people like that for sure. By never, Ald means ever and forever and always evil beyond anything that normal compassions should dare to dream of. I mean, except not, you know. There wasn't really anything at the beginning of the movie. Oh, that's true. Yeah. He was home alone for Christmas, so he decorated a lot, didn't he? It has been an extraordinarily long time since I have seen the movie, and I really don't remember that much. I absolutely remember, like, the traps, because, of course, you're going to remember the traps, right? If there's one thing you're going to remember about the movie, it is the traps. How evil am I going to be in this tactics game? Well, I can't get job points for smacking my characters with stones, so not very. Some dude in your neighborhood put up like a giant 14-foot skeleton for Halloween and then just left it up, still there, kind of cool. Should have put a Santa hat on it. Like, he should have put a Santa hat on it, you know? That would have been great. All right, 1x2 plates. There and there. Kevin was a menace to those two crooks. Now, well, Bunny, I did make a lot of people cry. A lot of people cry already. So there is that. In Tactics, yeah, in Tactics Advance. In just 2 episodes. No, not 2 episodes. In between 6 and 7. I did some off-screening stuff. And it involved taking the options for recruiting people and then turning them away. And they cry. Alright, lots of tiling to do. At least they cried instead of died. That's true. That's true. Alright, pair of 1x1 tiles right here in the front. I'm a heartless monster. Not really. Well, Ald the Thief. Well, yes, I will be. That was the entire point of doing that, but it had nothing to do with direct thievery. Okay, there's a box to go on up there. A helmet. So since it's so early in the stream, I can tell you exactly what is going on. So you get like, rather than having abilities that are built into the class and you choose what you want to buy with points you gain after battle, you gain them from items, kind of like Final Fantasy IX. And there is a late game item or a mid to late game item that gets thieves' steal ability. And I did a lot of off-screen grinding to get that weapon. And the reason for that is because there is someone who will have, in a relatively early fight, the Thief Skill Steel Weapon, which is on a late-game weapon. So you cannot use those, like, it is a very specific tactic to get those. Anyway, the way of getting them involves dismissing a character. So you have below your like, number of people that you want. And then you get an option to do missions to recruit new characters. And that is what I did. I just constantly did these missions to recruit characters and said no to them. And they turn away crying. So that I could get the weapon in question, and then I will have it so that I can steal the ability Steal Weapon, and then I can steal lots of weapons. Anyway, spare parts. Turquoise, white, and black 1x1 plates, a white 1x1 tile, bright green 1x1 cylinder tile, and a red flower plate. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and bring that up there. And the wall panels open there. Well, so you have to reject them because if you actually do take them, then you're above the minimum number, and you can't do those missions anymore, as I understand it. So I didn't take anyone. Until I was done. And then I kind of save stated and load stated until I got an overpowered class, which is not overpowered yet. It will actually suck for a while because because it's an overpowered late game class. They don't give you weapons for it to get abilities for quite a while. So I'm going to be stuck with not having it be very effective for a while. Which is fine. I already did Final Fantasy Tactics. I hadn't done Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. That is what we were doing. And yes, I did. Of course I did. I always do. Yeah, Viera classes are overpowered. They're really good. There are remakes of FFT. Right, I did War of the Lions. I did the PlayStation Portable port. It's like you don't even watch my content, man. All billion hours of it. Never played Final Fantasy Tactics? It's a really good game. I would recommend it. Or you can just, watch my my LP. That works too. You know that you were confused at first seeing the title because you thought I'd already played it? Well, there's also a Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced 2, or just A2, as well. That one I have not actually played. I mean, either LP'd or played. I think I own it, or owned it. I did give away my PlayStation Portable to not PlayStation Portable, Game Boy Advance to one of my nieces. You have played Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings. I have not played that. Am I going to play A2 eventually? Yeah, almost certainly. I will. I mean, Final Fantasy 12 is also coming. Vagrant Story, I actually own 2 copies of. So yeah, I mean that'll be coming. Never beat that though. It's really confusing to try to keep the various Final Fantasy games separate. I get that. I don't have that problem, but that's fair. I mean, if you haven't actually played them, there is a huge difference. I totally get that. It is a lot easier to keep them straight when you actually play them. Final Fantasy Tactics is really good. I should play FF12 Revenant Wings. It's an interesting, fun game. Too much Twitch gameplay in what? Vagrant Story? No, I didn't... When I played it, I didn't have a walkthrough. And I got lost pretty easily and didn't figure out what I was supposed to do. And again, pretty sure like most of the main reason I didn't finish most PlayStation RPGs that I own is that other games came out that I wanted to play. So I'm pretty sure that is what happened. It's a pretty common thing. Well, Evil East wasn't really originally intended to be a meta setting. Kind of became it. Let's see, 1x2 tile. There it is. But yeah, I mean, I remember Vagrant Story being really interesting to play. I just didn't get very far. I mean, actually, I have no idea how far I got, honestly. Have they ever remastered that game? Nope. They have not remastered most of them, and it sucks. Pretty much all of their PlayStation 1 games could use remasters. Alright, let's see. Dark gray, 1x2 to a 1x2 downward brackets. I mean, I'll definitely get to Kingdom Hearts 1 eventually as well. Probably 2. I do own them. I did not get very far in. Those, like, Kingdom Hearts 1 I found really easy to play. Like, the system just felt very, very natural and intuitive to me. The action combat system. I did not feel the same about 2, and that, like, I got really frustrated just at the beginning of 2, and put it down and never picked it up again. Howdy, Yagi, how's it going? Seems like too much platforming to me? To you? No, it's fine. We eat saltwater ice cream? I've never had saltwater ice cream, so I have no idea. I don't know what it tastes like. Mighty fine. I am doing well. I burned my hand on some soup earlier, but other than that, I'm fine. And definitely enjoying the Lego. Yep. And enjoying the conversation. You would assume salty. I mean, there's some things where like adding a little bit of salt to something makes it taste sweeter. So I don't know how that works. I haven't really tried it, but I've heard it in multiple unconnected things. So there's got to be something there, at least for some people. But yeah, I mean, going back to like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance as well. Ogre Battle Knight of Lotus is also going to be coming eventually because I own that. I did not beat that one either, but I got pretty far in it. No bandage, no sympathy. Wow. Rude. Did I look at the remake of Ogre Battle? You mean Tactics Ogre? The remaster? Get them mixed up. That's fine. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. And Kinshir, woohoo, indeed. Thank you very much for that subscription at Tier 2, 27 months. Thank you very much. You love the Lego sub badge? Yeah, it's pretty good. I have not, but there's a fairly good chance that I will play it eventually because I do really like Tactics Ogre. My issue with it is that it uses the PlayStation Portable remake of the game as the base, as opposed to the original. And the original system is superior combat system. So, I mean, it's just one of those things that will annoy me when I do decide to play it. Dragon Masters is your favorite theme from the 90s? Nice. Nice. It was a good one. There, right there. There, and right there. I mean, if you actually, like, it's hard to describe it specifically, but, like, for one thing, you don't level up individual characters' classes. You level up classes as a whole. It's weird. I don't like it. It really changes how the game is played. I think the original method is better. But, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what the graphics are like. There's one thing you wish they did with Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 6 pixel remasters, and that is add advanced stuff as DLC. Yeah. I mean, considering that they came in a year after, or more, after they released them, and did some quality of life improvements. Same thing with Chrono Cross remaster. It's possible, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, spare parts, red and brown 1x1 plates. Oh. I need our double 18 bags. They just dramatically changed the underlying system of leveling characters and classes in the PlayStation Portable remake, and I just don't. It doesn't do as much for me, you know. I liked the classic way because it feels more like your common, standard RPGs and stuff. You would laugh if I finished up FF6 and then they released the advanced stuff as DLC. It would be very much a of course moment. Of course they did. Of course. So I could see them definitely doing that. Kind of like how I got through most of the games and then they put out the quality of life improvements. Because of course they did. But yeah, I mean, Tactics Ogre has a tremendous story, so even though it wouldn't be as good to play because of the combat system, it would still be a ton of fun to go through the story. I don't know if I'd go through all 3 of the pathways as I did in the Let's Play, but never know. Howdy, Young Hummerond, how's it going? Dragons need no quality of life improvements. Alright, we need some... Oh. There were 3 18 bags. My bad. I was like, where are these 1x4, brown 1x4 bricks? Turns out they were there in the box. Let's see, 4 1x4s. Okay. Three, yep. There's Horse showing up. Alright, 8 2x4 white slopes. But yeah, the story of Tactics Ogre was inspired by the wars in the Balkans in the 90s, and Final Fantasy Tactics was intended to be a similar type of story, but more approachable compared to, more straightforward than what they did with Tactics Ogre. Oops. Missed that one right there. Cute Steggy will always be superior to horse. I mean, you know, you can like who you like. That's fine. No one's telling you not to. Horse will remember that, though. Alright, let's see. Blue 1x2 bricks. Go. Alright. 10 2x4 slopes. You do get a lot of white slopes in this set, just like the pyramid. I could add more levels to the pyramid. Horse can go suck noodled cornflakes. Wow. Wow. Tell us how you really feel, El Bunny. It's kind of a shame that we didn't get a 2x3 slope. Rather than all these 1x2s. Alright, let's see. That is a corner there, corner there, outer corners here and here, and another pair of 1x2s. There we go. Alright, 1x10s. Go there. Go there. Alright, 1x6s go here. I know, Anghamrand. It's shocking. It's shocking. She's gonna bring down the wrath of Horse. Never heard such foul language used to refer to Horse. It's terrible. It's like she doesn't like Horse. So weird. Dinosaurs dance for pickles. I mean, kind of hard for them to dance for pickles when they've never had pickles. Someone doesn't like Horse? I know. And for dessert, he can drink pureed pickled seaweed. I mean, that wouldn't bother a Horse. Horse is feasted on the souls of the dead, so, you know, I mean, he's used to weird-tasting things. Modern dinosaurs have pickles. They're called birds. Wow, the pickles are called birds? I had no idea. You fear no Lego horse. I mean... It's a choice. It's a choice. Laugh so hard. You're welcome. Glad to provide. He's also seen too much. Look into his eyes. He has seen things you wouldn't believe. Technic beams off the arm of Orion. Ends up coughing from laughing. Don't die! Don't die! 6 here and here. Didn't realize Ald's room was that hard to see. I mean, you'd be surprised. Alright, let's see. We got some inverted brown slopes here. And here. Beige 1x1s. Winds on Wednesday were gusting up to 30 miles an hour in some areas. I do like wind. I do like wind. I like going out on windy days and stuff. Alright, another pair of arches. And inverted slopes with 1x1s. Right there. And there. You don't mind it, but you don't like it when it causes power outages? No, I mean, that's understandable. That's understandable. Power outages from wind aren't super common around here. Unless they bring down a whole tree. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Alright. 1x2 slopes there, though. Corner and corner. Corner and corner. Okay. 2 2x3s here. Howdy, Duke Darkwood. How's it going? Now, let's not have a flare measuring contest, alright? Keep it in your throats. He started it. Don't make me come over there. I'll turn the stream around. Points at screen. All just makering and craftering. I am. That is true. Makering and craftering with the best of them. Femto Fires? I think you got the term wrong a little there, not a rogue AI. That's a flare, excuse me. You gotta push up your glasses at the same time as you're doing that. There we go. Alright, next up we get a 1x8x2 arch right back there. Pair of 1x1s. Very, very tiny, yep. Alright, white 1x1 plates. And white ingots or shutters on these windows. The arch is in brownie brown color. Is that making you hungry? Making you hungry for brownies? You can go make some if you want, but you have to share them with the rest of the class. And there we go. And there we go. Right there. Alright. So, bag number 19. Getting pretty close to the end. We might actually finish this today. We'll do bag number 19 and then do some minifigs. I think the Home Alone house would make a cool map for some zombie survival game. See how many zombies you can get with all the traps? To what extent you need all is a Mega Flare to extend the Lego building stream. I need all. I don't know that a Mega Flare would extend the build stream. I think it might prematurely end it. Do they, though? Do they? I'm not sure that they do. Alright, first of all, we got a gray box to put right there. Trans yellow 1x1 cylinder bricks. Helps if they're right side up. Well, Duke Darkwood, then it's clear. You just fight Mega Flare with Mega Flare. Granted, it's using brute force method of solving things. I mean, but, like, if you need to do your taxes and you Mega Flare your tax forms, you haven't actually solved anything. You know? You've just put yourself into a bigger problem. When suddenly they throw you in jail for not doing your taxes. Then you Mega Flare the bigger problem. Right, but then you have an even bigger problem because you've just Mega Flared the authorities coming to arrest you for not doing your taxes. I mean, this seems like a problem that will eventually result in the entire world being Mega Flared. And then, what is there left, you know? Black hot dog. There we go. We have our lamp, our table lamp. It's not quite lampy from Brave Little Toaster, but burnt hot dog, yeah. Sticker would go on that with a plan. Oh, hey, we get to make Tom Servo. What about the lamp from the IKEA commercials? I don't think I've ever seen a lamp from IKEA commercials. It's no lampy from Brave Little Toaster, though. See, if you Mega Flare everything, nothing bad can happen to anything ever. I mean, I think what has happened to the world is kind of bad. I think the Mega Flare having happened is kind of bad. I'm not sure that you've truly solved anything. Alright, so lay it down on its side. And put in lime green, aqua, and orange. There's an orange one. There it is. 1x1 cylinder plates. And get the other dome half on here. Oh. Okay, let me get it ready. Okay. It's a little loose, but turn it around. But we have Tom Servo. See? The gumball machine. Tom Servo. Who has a gumball machine in their house? People who like Tom Servo? Is not in the right place. That is. You were about to say this was Lego Tom Servo? Someone has probably made a Lego Tom Servo and a Lego Crow. That could be a Lego Ideas thing. Not sure what the most morbid song in the Brave Little Toaster was. That is a yeah, that when you think about it, a lot of those songs are dark. You got 5 Series 25 figures today. What did you get? Did you use the codes to figure out what you had? We are 1 figure away from being able to start on that series. Dog Groomer, Pro Gamer, Goat Herd, Duplicate Train Kid, and a Duplicate Pro Gamer. Nice. Getting a Goat Herd is pretty awesome. I like the Dog Groomer, and the Pro Gamer is pretty nice too. At least the Brave Little Toaster got to go to Mars. They're part of an online order. Ah, fair enough. I forget, how did Kevin have money in the house? Buzz had a... So there was a... It's hard to see, but we put a 100 bill there. Because he basically, like, broke open Buzz's piggy bank or something like that. Wherever he was, storing his money. That's what caused the entire shelf to collapse. Oh, I just think they're nice figs, Duke Darkwood. Oh, 1x2s, okay. And that caused the tarantula to get loose, yeah. Be surprised that Kevin survived on $100. Well, I don't know how much money he got, but yeah, it was also 80s or 90s, so stuff was a lot cheaper then. I do specifically remember him walking home and the bags ripping open. Now that you think about this, you don't think you've sat through the entire movie of Home Alone. Oh. Why'd Buzz have all that money? I mean, I don't think that he had a whole lot of money. Remember, Kevin was only home for a couple days, really. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, and a 12. Still need a Bat Knight, Mushroom Kid, a Triceratops Guy, Harpy, and a Barbarian. They did the shot where the bandits almost run over him in reverse. Yeah, that was... Well, I mean, he also would have had a an allowance. And he was probably saving it for something. I mean, it was like in his piggy bank. So it doesn't really, like, he did not have so much money that it was weird. There we go. Alright, that goes right there. I think this might be the first time LEGO has done a pull-out couch bed, which is pretty cool. I like that. I'm pretty sure I've seen the second one, but I don't really remember that much from it. Beyond the obvious part that everyone at this point remembers. Or at least knows about. You also got Aragorn and Arwen brickheads, Larry's and Morton's airships. That one actually looked like a pretty good set for like someone who's not really interested in the Mario kind of like course sets. He went on the wrong plane, scammed himself a room at the hotel with Dad's credit card. Ah. Ninjago Creative Brick Box, and on a whim, another Ninjago set, Kai's Mech Rider. Nice. I mean, the second movie is derivative, of course. I mean, like, it's going to be, but that's not what I want. I don't remember it being bad. And the first one is actually good. Tim Curry was a concierge. I do not remember that part. Howdy, Cloak, how's it going? What about 3 and 4? I want to say that I've seen one of them, but I'm not positive. I might have just seen portions of it. Woke up with a neck ache. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, little buddy, so I believe the movie ends with you know, the family getting home, not just the mother, but like the entire family getting home. Like they got home like shortly after her like trials and tribulations trying to get home as quickly as possible, which was part of the amusement. And I think Buzz is like kind of like begrudgingly says that he missed him or something like that. Like, that's what I remember, and I could be wrong because it's been forever since I saw it. But then I think the movie ends specifically with Buzz shouting down, like, Kevin! Because he'd just gotten up to his room and seen the mess. And you see, you know, Kevin get you know, a look on his face, and then it, like, you know, fades to black kind of thing. If I remember. Last line, Kevin, what did you do to my room? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. He said something like, wow, you didn't burn the house down. There you go. Let's see. That is right there and right there. Yep. As a side note, follow someone on YouTube who does biological breakdowns of horror movie game monsters. I'd expect a lot of them to be like, yeah, this doesn't work. Second movie ends on a callback with Buzz's line, and that lacks a punch since you know he did it in the first one. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean, again, the second movie is derivative. Like, the second movie is basically, you know, standard sequel type thing where it's the first movie all over again, but like in a different place with some, you know, some differences, but basically the same, the first movie. His dad getting the bill handed to him. Yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with being derivative. I wasn't using that as a criticism. Just like, if you've seen one, you know, the other one is not going to be bringing something brand new to the table for you, kind of thing. But it can still be fun. Like, the second Jaws movie is the first one all over again, really. But I still enjoy watching it because I enjoy the Jaws movies. Yeah, I mean, it is the second movie is basically the first movie. Again, if you wanted more of the first movie, you'll definitely like the second movie, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. What about Jaws 3D? Oh, so I mean, I enjoy all the Jaws movies. Like, everything past one is bad, but I enjoy them nonetheless. The best thing about Jaws 3D is the bad 3D effects. Well, and Louis Gossett Jr. is always fun. Didn't the second one end with the traps at a brownstone? Or am I thinking of a different one? One of the non-Kevin ones. Which was Deep Rising. Deep Rising was is the one with Treat Williams on the Russian ship. No, not a Russian ship. No, that's a different one. On the cruise ship that gets attacked by a giant Cthulhuoid tentacle monster. Yeah, casino ship. Yeah, that's Deep Rising. Sorry, I got momentarily mixed up with Virus, which is basically the same thing, but it's a virus from space, or a computer program from space, or something, an alien computer program from space, and you know, machine zombies. The second one was the one with the brownstone, right? So all of the traps happen at the uncle's brownstone in the second one. Yeah, the second one, like, you briefly see they interposed a shot of his skeleton, like in the classic cartoon fashion. It's kind of ridiculous. I do not remember a giant spider web, and this should have been put on earlier. There we go. Almost all the traps would have been deadly, yeah. Yeah, Kevin definitely would have murdered some some people with those things. Alright. Spare parts, we got 1x1 cylinder plates in light azure, medium azure, orange, and lime. A giant wind-up key. A soda can top, pop top. A blue Technic half pin. A black hot dog, and a white 2L bar with stop. Alright. Let's go ahead and set this aside for the moment so that we can do some minifigs. Number 2, Kevin hurled 4 bricks off a roof, 3 or 4 stories up. Yeah. Yeah, they were going for... Yeah, so, I mean, again, that has one of the things that is pretty common in sequels of, like, it's the sequel, but everything is ramped up. So, definitely, like, the first movie's traps were deadly. The second movie's traps were deadlier. Let's see. All right. Starting out with the Lego Movie 2 figs. Marv's skull is made out of tungsten. All right. Well, it's more along the lines of it's like played for laughs, but if you really think about it, it's kind of dark. There's I get some enjoyment out of some of that kind of thing. All right, so let's see, what do we get? 6. All right. So D20 to see what we pull. It is 17. I'm pretty sure that that is going to be too high. 3, 4. Yeah, it's going to be too high. All right, 10. 10 is doable. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Let me go ahead and roll a d20 to see what we might have gotten. Oh. 4. All right, so giraffe. Giraffe. I think it's a guy. Giraffe guy. I think Kevin threw the bird seed all over them and then led them to the bird lady. All right, minute 30 to go. Get your predictions in. One YouTube channel had a trauma surgeon describing the extent of injuries as shown. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty classic sort of thing of people survive things that shouldn't be survivable in movies. Let's see, 8 on a d20, huh? All right, well, that would be the watermelon guy. So we'll see if we get that. So get your predictions in. Slapstick is deadly, yeah. Yeah, slapstick is definitely deadly. I mean, that's part of why slapstick is enjoyable, though. Like, just having this utterly ridiculous stuff. Is it a Pepper Girl in her Pepper World? She's in her Pepper World. You have everyone in this line except number 6. Oh, Miss Scratch and Post. We did actually get that one already. All right, 20 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? All right, just a few seconds remaining. You're hoping for the lion? The cowardly lion? Is it a cookie? I mean, could have a cookie, but I don't think it is a cookie. Alright, let me go ahead and get my timer set up. Okay. And start. Alright, what do we got? Is that what I think it is? Okay. 16.45. I think we have Apocalypse Abe Lincoln. Apocalypse Abe Lincoln is what I think. It's the Cowardly Lion. Yep. Alright, let's see. Yes, it is. I felt his hat. Which is fair, you know. That would be the most iconic part of Abe Lincoln. Alright, within 20 seconds, complete that prediction. Okay, and Kinshir and Caitlin getting the hams. Very nice. Big bet from Kinshir. Big return as well. Very nice. Red Hyena, Abcody, Cetria, and Ice Sovereign going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope and Crimson Clover going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut, Anghamron, and Lel Bunny going for no. Yeah, I would like to get the regular Lincoln. I don't know if that's from one of the... I know that he's in one of the sets, I think. I don't know if he's in Series 1. He is in Series 1. Alright, so we will get him. I do have Series 1. These are the ones with the white bases? Yeah, I know. It's nice when we actually get different colored bases. Series 18... Yeah, Series 18 has orange. It's very nice. You were trying to redistribute. Oh, well. Alright. His beard is attached to his hat. Is dual molded. And he's got an axe. He's ready to show George Washington who really chops down a cherry tree. There we go. I like the skull on his torso. Printing on the back. There we go. And we got a 3L bar spare. Yes, they all come with a little stand. Because the idea is that you can display them. Okay, so that was Abe Lincoln. Very nice. Alright, we are down to looking for just one single Ninjago movie figure at this point. There should be two of them. Washington cut down the cherry tree. Well, actually, Washington didn't actually cut down a cherry tree, but... 20, there is not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we'll get a D10. Let's get a D10. Go for the green one. 2. 1 and 2. Alright, let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Also, Abe Lincoln did mention one of my distant relatives in letters twice. Let's see. D20 says 3. I think there is still one of him in there. My D20 says 2, which is exactly what we want. We want her. She has a pair of katanas, so that is a chance. I mean, if you're not rolling not a rogue AI, it doesn't count. Alright, get your predictions in. We got a minute 20 to go. Next up, a Minotaur on-air meteorologist. But can he say the really long Welsh town name like that one British meteorologist? Looks like you're saving up for the Orient Express. Yes, that is the that is our next goal. Need to find a way to work up a minifigure to look like Hercule Poirot. Well, there is the classic Italian mustache guy, or a French mustache guy. Why do I think you're not rolling? Because you said you weren't last time, or a previous time. So I'm assuming that continues until you say otherwise. So many hams in the pool, yeah. Come on, the pool's fine, dive in. So many hams in it. It's kind of gross. 20 seconds to go. Get your last minute predictions in. Pepper Girl planting pepper plants. Will she pick her planted pepper plants? Bill's kiddie pool full of hams. All right, just a few seconds remaining. All right. Predictions are closed. Time to put some brickheads together. I do like how many side stud pieces you get in brickheads. It's very nice. All right. And go. Let's see. What do we get? Okay. 13.25, we have the N-Pop Girl, I do believe. 13.25. Let's see if that is correct. It is not the one that we wanted. It is not the one that will allow us to move on from this set. Yep. It is the N-Pop Girl. Okay. There's her skirt. She has a Unikitty on her shirt. Twintail, so many duplicates. There we go. With Harley Quinn's hairpiece. And a pink bear. Good lord, I'm good. Like, again, it really helps to very quickly get the unique pieces, feeling the unique pieces. Let's choose that prediction. Choose the outcome within 20 seconds. All right, let's see who is getting the hams. All right, Crimson Clover and Caitlin getting the hams. Very nice. Crimson Clover, massive, massive collection of hams from that one. Wow. Abcody, Red Highness, Cetria, and Ice Oven going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope, Tidal Rabbit, and Anghammeron going for 50 to 60. And Kinshir, Bahamut, and Lil Bunny going for no. Used to bet heavy on under 20. For some reason, you stopped tonight. Mistake you won't make again. Crimson Clover is redeemed. Feed the dragon. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. Yum yum. So good. Thank you very much. So that is the last of her in the set. There is her Unikitty torso. It's very cute. It's a very colorful outfit. But it is not the one that we need to wrap up that set. All right, Series 8. So again, like, I felt the skirt. There's nothing, like... There's nothing else that feels quite like this. Like, you've got these ridges. It's oval. Feel the indentation there. Like, there's just nothing else in this that comes close. So, it's one of those things. Like again, I will be super fast whenever we get to this one because I'll feel that piece. It's pretty cool how you're able to guess these. Yeah, it's one of it's definitely like a tactile, like you got to translate what you're feeling into what you can see and stuff like that, which is pretty good. You don't have any from it, but there's actually a line of just Unikitties. Yeah, I have thought about getting that one, but I have not. I wasn't sure that I wanted to pay that much for that set. Anyway. Here we go. Series 8 again. So let's go ahead and grab one. But just remember, like, if there is nothing, you know, if you've got a figure that doesn't have as many unique pieces, it is harder. Like, not as many big unique pieces on, for example, the cheerleader or the DJ guy, although the 2x2 tile and the 2x2 cylinder tile can definitely be it. So it's very much a case of, like, you know, big obvious pieces like the dress piece, you know, the sword or the legs with a peg leg, that can give it away. I've had a lot of problems with the Bat Boy. Let me go ahead and start a new prediction so you guys can get your predictions in. So it really depends on the parts. There are some that are just a lot harder than others. Like, I had a lot of trouble with her because the only real special piece is that that you can feel is that cup, which can feel like a bunch of other round pieces. So it really depends on what the figure is. We're missing 4 and 15. We have gotten 2 of the Cowgirl and 15. Wow, I have gotten 2 of both of those. I mean, if you're on the Discord, you can always hit me up if you want one of these that I'm getting extras of or something like that. All right, let me roll a d20 to see what we are getting. 2 again. That would be the Conquistador. And a 3 again for a Bahamut. That would be the Lederhosen guy. It's not going to be... I'm not... If it's 10 Naruto AI, I'm not opening it because I have enough Santas. I don't need more Santas. Minotaur newspaper editor-in-chief. Well, that's a Minotaur that's not going to be around much longer. Going for something new this time. Hoping for an easy-to-guess figure, huh? Alright. Less than 30 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. That time you were trolling. Uh-huh. You have 3 marked as Alpine guy, the Lederhosen guy. That's a really good figure. It's a really good figure. I'm not opening that one either, Abcody. I'm done with the Bat Boys. Unless, of course, you know, if I realize what it is. All right. Predictions are closed. Let's go ahead and get my timer up. And go. All right, let's see. Got something big, but it doesn't... What is that? Okay, what is that piece that I'm feeling? It's rounded, it feels like a backpack. It's not... Or a hat. Is there someone with a hat? There is not someone with a hat of that type. What am I feeling? Oh! Alright, nope. Alright, I know what it is now. Alright. Okay, took me a little while. 52.5. So, it is a Conquistador. What was throwing me off was the hat, because it feels at a... Like, I was thinking of it as a right angle. Rather than the kind of peaked angle. Yes, it is. All right. All right, so again, here you see the how long it can take, and there's enough rare pieces in that. 52.5. But so basically, I was feeling this, and I was like, it feels like a backpack kind of thing, because I was feeling it and visualizing this shape. Come on. There we go. Like I was visualizing this shape rather than this shape, if that makes sense. So I was thinking of it like this. Felt like something would go around the neck part and come down the back, so like a backpack. And it wasn't until I felt the ridge up here that I was like, ah, I see. So let's choose that prediction. 50 to 60. Complete that prediction. Who is getting the hams? Shield of Hope and Lel Bunny getting the hams. That is a wager, Shield of Hope. 300 to 42,000. Crimson Clover and a Bahamut going for within 20 seconds. Red Hyena, Abcody, Kinshir, Cetria, Ice Oven, and Tidal Rabbit going for 20 to 50. And Anghamaron going for no. Payday indeed. Payday indeed. Alright, so this is one of the downsides of some of these early figs, is that this is just a plain dark red torso. No printing whatsoever, because it's covered up by the armor, which is actually beige. Beige armor with gold printing, essentially. I don't know if they've done many suits of gold armor, but you do get printed legs. And that's not a criticism per se, but it is something that they would not do later. Like today, you would definitely get printing on the torso, even if it's completely covered up by the figure. Also, the helmet is also beige and just drum lacquered on top. Red feather and a silver rapier. But this is great. This would go really well with the existing Conquistador figures. Very nice. So no printing on the back either, but it is gold. That's pretty cool. It's a nice decoration on the armor. Classic, like there is actually a Conquistador breastplate piece that's just down in front. This actually has a back part, which is definitely like this is the medieval armor piece. The Conquistador piece was just like from the neck and then down the front, and would leave the back empty. So it's interesting that they use this, probably because they still had this in production and they didn't the other one, because it's been a while since that one. All right, but that is a Conquistador. Very nice. Ready to rob some Aztecs. Yep, pretty much. All right, let's go ahead and get that back up there. Yeah, but see, if you don't bet a lot and someone else bets a lot on your same thing, then they get all the hams. Sure, you might double your hams or something like that, but if you only put in 20 hams, you're only getting 40. So there's strategy involved. It depends on what you want. All right, let's get my dice out of here. Let's get the roof back down. That's a really nice figure, though, all things considered. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, Bahamut, have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is there. If only you could get a gold armor piece like that in plain brown. Go for the hard leather armor look. For like leather armor, I would go for printing a printed piece as opposed to an actual armor piece. I don't think that would look... It would look as good with the breastplate piece. But that's me. But that's me. Alright, a couple half tiles there. Large plates. Like, it's interesting to compare these early figures with later ones that are, like, arguably even more premium. Actually, it's not even arguably. They just are. So it's interesting to compare them, though. See what they did with the old ones and the new ones. Most of the time you'd agree, but there's this one concept character. That's fine. That's fair. I don't know what what figure you're talking about, kind of thing, or character. So, all right, Mad Martin, have a good rest of your day and night as well. Night for day. That's what it is. It's night for day. Let's see. 1x6 black. And a pair of black window pane pieces, which are pretty nice. Get that in there. Dark gray. And a 1x1. And then a side step piece. Messed up tonight, bet against Ald. Next time you're going back to ride or die under 20 seconds. It all depends on what figure I pull. There have definitely been times when it's felt like I've gone days between under 20s, so. Alright, let's see. 2x6, pair of 2x2s. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting to see what ends up getting, like what I end up having an easy time with, what I have a hard time with, and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. I'm glad that I started doing this. It has been well worth it. There we go. Get that right above the window. Alright, the 4x6. I really do, like, some of my favorite figs are the, like, classic characters coming back, like, Basil the Batlord, and, the, Johnny Thunder from a few times ago and stuff like that. I like how the spiderweb is big enough to use as a trampoline. It is an enormous spiderweb. I do not remember a spiderweb being that large up there. Like, I wonder what is going on, like, what is up with their attic, that they have a couch, you know, a pull-out bed couch up there. Like, is that the guest room? Is it like, oh, so-and-so's staying over, here, you get to sleep in the attic. No, that's Jack Stone. That's Jack Stone. Johnny Thunder is the adventurer's character. There we go, and yeah, the legally not Indiana Jones, exactly. Legally distinct. Legally distinct. Okay, that goes right in there, and this goes on there. Whee! Alright, and get that right in there. There we go. Obviously, some pieces are going to go on there, but looks pretty good. Right, a pair of 1x4 tiles. In someone's stream a couple days ago, you called Pal World legally not Pokemon. Did I miss something else going on under there? No. Alright, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing with the bracket there. Anyway, let's see. 2x4 and some log bricks. Don't go on the floor piece. Haven't watched any streams of that before. Only was watching one because the streamer was doing a super long birthday stream, so you dropped into support. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but I haven't seen anyone else play it on my friends list. Not that that's, you know, that big of a surprise, but howdy, Joe Wiseman, how's it going? Let's see, yeah, that is 4. I've heard its name. I think I've seen it like pop up on Steam when I launch it, and that's about it. That is the extent of my knowledge of it. Alright, 2x2. If it isn't on Ald's friend list, it isn't worth knowing. Well, that's accurate, yes. This is accurate. It's good to go by. No, I'm kidding, of course. Now, for me, it's more of a, like, if I don't know anyone playing it, then it's just not really on my radar kind of thing. That's all. Alright, we need 2 of these, so a pair of blue ones. Get our hinge bases. Didn't pay a lot of attention, but it seems to be like if you took a Pokemon game, put it in a Breath of the Wild style world, and had crafting and base building tacked on. Yeah, a lot of games are Breath of the Wild but, or Breath of the Wild with kind of things, it seems like. It's almost as if Breath of the Wild was incredibly successful. Weird, huh? Shocking. People mimicking a successful video game. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? Get in there, thank you. Alright, that goes right there. mean, I've been watching Grimmith, Lethal, JG, and Zerfall play and Shrouded, and that looks interesting. Again, an element of, like, Breath of the Wild, but... Or Breath of the Wild with, or something like that. Definitely lacks climbing aspects, though. Alright, that gets there, that gets there. 2 4s back here. Habit is to load up your friends list and see who's got the most interesting game. I mean, for me, LPing games just doesn't really leave that much time to play other things, so I'm not paying that much attention to what else is out there. Plus, like, the things that do the best on my channel tend to be older things, so... JRPGs are by far the strongest performers on my channel, these days at least. Busman's Holiday? I don't know what that's a reference to. $5 bits for the retro. Thank you very much, Anghamrand. I appreciate that. There we go. Alright, on the front there is that. You've been having a blast watching my Stardew Valley playthrough, for what it's worth, on like episode 100 or so. Ah, but which Stardew Valley playthrough? I've done 2. Was it the LP or was it the stream? 100 bits, inexorable march to Orient Express. Woohoo! Do you like coming for my LEGO streams? I'm glad that you enjoy them. I mean, JRPGs, for me, tend to be easier to get into, like, if I don't know it as well, whereas the computer RPGs tend to have more mechanics that need figuring out to get into it well, kind of thing. That's a big part of it for me. Busman's Holiday, a vacation or recreation that involves doing the same thing one does at work. Oh, well, I mean, kinda, yeah, but also, like, it's more so that, like, if I play a game and I'm not recording it, there's always this voice inside being like, I should be recording this. This could be content. The second one just got to the Fern Island? Ah, yes. That would be the LP. Yeah, no, I mean, Stardew Valley was pretty strong as well. Definitely had a lot of popularity. I'm allowed to keep some game. Well, yeah, I know I am, but there's also an element of just like it just feels like I should be recording it, kind of thing. Not that I can't, you know, have a game for myself. It just feels like I should be recording. Partly it's because, like, I need to have a certain amount of, you know, material every day. So anything that I do that could be recorded that isn't kind of feels like it cuts in, you know, it could be cutting into that. I could be doing other things as well. Like, it's just a weird element of LPing. I know a lot of other LPers have similar feelings. There we go. On that note, you really appreciate me recording the Blackwell games. Love the hell out of those playthroughs. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I love those. I should really look at Wajidai game, you know, Wajidai's other games as well. Besides the Shiva. I've done the Shiva. Alright, a dark gray 1x1 plate is the only spare part. And Kathy Rain. Yeah, that was pretty nice, too. And I should look at more of those types of point-and-click adventure games that are not like that are retro but modern, like pixelated and stuff like that. But I'm also kind of particular in the type of game. Like some of them tend to go into places where I'm not that interested in playing. So I don't know. But anyway. I like the way that they did these ridges over the windows, especially this one back here. That's pretty nice. That will get placed up here. There we go. We can lift up the roof. Open up these parts. Open up these parts. Oh, those chairs. Oh, I got that later. So it's a really nice way of accessing it while also keeping everything closed. It's pretty nice. And it looks really good, just like this, closed up as well. Very, very, very cool, yeah. But we're not quite done. Got bag number 21. That's right, I forgot about this back porch part. And another 21. I think we'll end up going... it does have a treehouse. That is Snow Shovel Guy, yeah. That is the their neighbor. Alright. So we'll go ahead and push towards wrapping up tonight, I think. The treehouse was built for the movie and removed right after. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This was, like, there were people living in that house or owned it or something. There we go. Alright, so minifig, get that back down there. Got a train door. Unfortunately, it is only one side. I actually went looking on Pick-a-Brick right now, and there are 3 colors of train door, but only one of them has both sides. It's annoying. How dare you not have both sides of the door? It would make a great Christmas centerpiece. Yeah, it would. It's pretty good. He's got a classic Santa beard too, this guy. But in gray. Which I'm not sure if it has been in gray. There we go. And his shovel. Love how in the movies, tree houses are way beyond anything a group of 10-year-olds could build. I mean, I think a lot of tree houses would be built technically by parents. So, there we go. Need a Nakatomi Towers set to go with it for Christmas. You know that movie came out in the summer, right? It was a summer blockbuster. It's not a Christmas movie. I'm gonna get so much hate now. How dare you say it's not a Christmas movie? How dare you? There's a group of people that make beautiful and elaborate tree houses for a living. Yeah, but I mean, like, most tree houses are not actually built by kids. It's built by, like, parents for the kid. I mean, you know, maybe with some direction by the kid of, like, what they want and stuff like that, but set during Christmas, yeah, but it didn't come out during Christmas. It was a summer blockbuster. It was set during Christmas so that they could have everyone be in the same place in the Nakatomi Tower. Snuck in by saying your parents were buying popcorn. So naughty. One by 3, there it is. If you remember correctly, Home Alone was released before Thanksgiving. I mean, that's easy enough to look up. I don't remember. Let's see. 2 by 2 tile. There it is, with the center stud right there. Gremlins is a better Christmas movie anyway. It's all about finding the perfect gift. Gremlins is a great movie. I love that movie. That's a great theme song. And the sequel is one of, like... Most sequels just redo the same thing, but that is a movie where they tried to do something completely different and succeeded fantastically in doing something completely different. Favorite joke in Gremlins 2 was about her starting a story about Lincoln's birthday and they just walk away. Yeah, Gremlins 2 was extremely self-aware. You love the big brain Gremlins advice to the shareholders. Oh man, I want to see both of them again. There was a good point made about Gremlins where it's kind of like kids' first horror movie, because it's pretty gross and scary, but also the monsters in it aren't super duper scary. I mean, the mother sticking the one gremlin in the blender and then the microwave was pretty horrifying. That tracks. Actually did not react well the first time you saw it. Yeah, I was older when I saw it. I did not. I don't remember how young I was when I saw it, but I was not very young. But I've also never really like it's one of those movies that can like pass as a non-horror movie as well. But then, of course, the second one is not at all a horror movie whatsoever. Just straight up comedy. Man, I want to watch them again. I haven't seen them in a while. Good thing it hasn't been dragged through the mud with increasingly lower budget sequels like Home Alone. I mean, it. The sequels to Home Alone wouldn't affect my enjoyment of Home Alone. I don't care that they exist. And if I did watch them, I could just ignore them afterwards, kind of thing. It's like unfortunate, but it's also one of those things of like I feel like it doesn't. Wait a second. Where's that? Oh, that goes all the way up there. Like, it gets kind of overblown a bit about, you know, oh, this game got ruined by the sequels. You can still enjoy the original. I mean, I get people being, like, you know, there is a, you know, definitely something to be said for, like, really hoping for a good sequel, and then you get there, and you watch the sequel, and it is incredibly disappointing. You know, that is definitely true, and certainly, like, some of the reboots can end up being, like, if people see the reboots over the original, and it has like the same name, and people then are confused when you talk about said movie. Like, I don't remember that being in the movie. Well, that's because you watched the same named reboot kind of thing. Like, that's the kind of thing that's you know, bad with sequels and stuff like that. But in general, like, just ignore that bad sequels exist. Reboot. I never actually watched that. That was not really on my radar. I mean, I knew it existed, but I didn't like the 3D graphics. I might have gotten into it if it had been standard animation. They did reboot and it was terrible? Oh. Grandpa Fred, definitely a notable character. Oh yeah. There were so many send-ups in that. CG animation worked perfectly with the theme. Fair enough. I just didn't like it. And again, I'm not saying like it's bad. It just wasn't for me. I have always preferred traditional cell animation. Kind of amazing how far it's come, though. I mean, like, Transformers Beast Wars also gets high praise and stuff like that, and I still don't really have much interest in watching it. He was also in Last Action Hero. Yeah, he was the theater projectionist. Good character actor, and just a perfect send-up to the type of character that he was doing. Wish they would have made a non-baby mode option for the Super Mario RPG remake. Splash damage in the inventory are dumb when you played the original. Like they've changed a lot of the mechanics? I didn't like the original enough to replay it. Let's see. 1x6. All plus isometric platforming. No, it was not. It was not great. It was not great at it. And timing. Like the isometric platforming was not the worst thing. Although, like. So again, like the problem is where it's isometric, so everything is set up like this, but your controls are still like this. If the controls were like this as well, wouldn't have been a problem. Would not have been a problem. Certain things just kind of mess with my brain, and I'm not as able to deal with it. The orientation and stuff like that. And that was one of them. Square was not known for their platformers? No, but, I mean... I don't think that that's really, like... I think it was a choice to make it more difficult or something, kind of thing. I don't know. So I like the 1x1 clear piece in there for the dishwasher. Or not the dishwasher, the clothes washer. Pretty cool. And then we have the orange 1x1 on top. Only classic option is the music. Alright, then we get our door in here. One by 6 tile atop, across the top. There we go, 1x4s. I mean, there's all, like, I do feel like a lot of the remakes tend to make them easy for... I don't know why exactly, but there should always be like the standard original play style, but with bug fixes. It's one of my frustrations with the early pixel remasters is losing some of the classic elements, like redirecting attacks in Final Fantasy 1. That's one of the challenges of that game. Alright, so spare parts. We got 1x1 tile soaps in white and gray. Trans red 1x1 plate. Black 1x1 cylinder tile. And a spare gray beard. A bit surprised I beat the secret boss in one go. Remembered him being hard even with more grinding. I remember the boss. I don't remember what he entailed exactly, so I think I had people helping me, though, like in comments. I might have save stated through that, too. I don't remember. Someone who has more recently watched that can tell me how that went. Yeah, no, I remember him. I didn't remember the name. I just don't remember, like, the details of the fight. Because it was so long ago, it was only once, and... I didn't love the game. Like, I get why other people do really like it, and that's fine. I'm not by no means saying it's bad. It was not for me. Definitely, like, when I finished it and I was like, I'm glad I never bought it as a kid or young person, because I wouldn't really have been a kid then, but I would not have liked it then, and I would have been disappointed by the purchase, so... I mean, I am glad that I experienced it. Don't get me wrong. But it is definitely something where I was like, I would have enjoyed watching other people play it more. But yeah, I don't remember how that fight went. Other than it was like supposed to, you know, it's a kind of a standard square boss as opposed to a Super Mario boss. All right, so we have our light up brick here. Take out the little tab. There we go. We got our light. That is going to go right there. Get flames on either side here. Have a good night, Crimson Clover. Thank you very much for coming on out. I do appreciate it. There we go. You beat Kulex at level 21. The remake made you a little sad. Well, I definitely don't remember what level I was for sure. But I was also trying specifically to get through the game. Like, I more wanted to see how the game ended and everything like that than like try to break or manipulate the game or be perfect or anything like that. So Alright, 5L axle and curved Technic half beam. There we go, and a second L beam. There we go, and we need gray Technic pins here and here. You have lots of knowledge on the OG, as it's your favorite game of all time. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't live up to your hopes. That is definitely disappointing. I do get that. Not a bad game, just wish it was close to the original. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing that I was saying is like, there should always be the classic gameplay. You know, if they're going to change the gameplay, which is fine, I got no problem with that, you know. I think that there is something important about having, like, an option for people who either aren't very good at that kind of gameplay or just don't want to deal with it. Like, they don't want to deal with the minutia and the technical elements. They just want to, you know, have fun. You know, having, like, an easy mode for that, I think that kind of thing is important. But there should always, but if they're gonna, you know, do stuff like that, then there should always be an original mode as well. It's fine trying to bring new people to play it, but give you more OG options. Yeah, like, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 in particular on the Pixel remasters, they're good games, and they're fine, and they're fun, but, like, because of the automatic hit point gain that you get in 2, I had so many hit points by the end of the game. I went back and checked my original LP, and I was going through the final area with, like, 1,000, 1,500 hit points, and in the Pixel remaster, I think I had like 4,000 on most of the characters. 2 was too easy, yeah. Way too easy. And it was primarily because of that automatic hit point gain. You know, give me the old original style of growth, please. Yeah, the problem with the original game, though, is that you gotta, you know, like, either have a working original console and cartridge, or emulate it. And not everyone wants to or can do either of those. So the nice thing about having the remaster on the Switch, and if they ever do it on, I don't know if it's on PC or not, but like, having that as an option is just fantastic for having extra options. But if you can't get the original gameplay, it's disappointing. The PlayStation version, Final Fantasy Origins, preserves the original's difficulty. I think there still are some modifications to it, but so we get the light up furnace there. It's a really weird looking furnace, though. But of course, you got to deal with the loading times of a disc-based system. Didn't even have to cheese grind. Well, I mean, you still needed to grind out spells, but yeah, I mean, like I got them way higher and way faster than I quote unquote should have, kind of thing. And it took some of the fun out of it for me. Dawn of Soul had the stat losses removed. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing is like, I kind of want that stuff. It forces, like, in the Pixel Remaster, like, you just make everyone good at everything. It's fine. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter. Everyone just becomes good at everything. There's no reason at all to specialize and stuff. Whereas there's a very good reason to specialize in the original. I mean, I love the graphics, but if I want the original gameplay rather than the story, I will definitely be going back to play the NES. Yes, that's supposed. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a laundry chute or not. I don't remember if there was a laundry chute in the movie. This we'll see as we go. No, but they're like the thing about it's not so much that you lose the original versions, but the Pixel remasters do bring something to the table. They bring new graphics and new music, which is wonderful. And there are some additional quality of life features as well. There was a laundry chute, got it. So that's the thing, is like, I want the quality of life features with the original gameplay. You know? Maybe there's some people working to mod it, I don't know, but... Like, it's the kind of thing where it shouldn't hurt or affect it to put in... That is... Should be turned around there. You know, having an option in there for, like, classic gameplay style should not affect the ability to make the game, kind of thing. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the kind of the point of the Pixel Remaster, is having it new and old at the same time. You have the classic gameplay, and, I mean, there's no real reason to change some of those gameplay elements. There's just no real reason to. You don't need to do that. That is number 3. Yep, alright. I've got a couple panels. I mean, there is a, like, making it more accessible to modern players or people who just want, like, who remember the old games and want to just play through them for the story. But the game doesn't have to be for them. Yeah, any remake is old and new at the same time. Well, a complete remake like Final Fantasy VII isn't exactly old and new at the same time, because the game system has changed so dramatically. The stories are fun. Like, a story can be timeless. You know, like a story, there's no specific thing about, like, oh yeah, that story is old, per se. So when you completely remake a game in every way, then you don't have that kind of element of old and new. Let's get some more windows in. But, like, some of the people who played the original game played it because of the way it played. Like, there's definitely people out there, I mean, I couldn't cite them, but it just by, like, law of averages and statistics and blah, blah, blah. There's going to be people who did not care about the story of Final Fantasy II. They loved the engine. They loved the game system. Same thing with Final Fantasy I. And not having the original gameplay in it is basically like, we're remaking this old game, but we're not remaking it for you. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the way to make a remake. And you don't have to, like, you know, like, micro all of the changes, although that is better. But there definitely should be a way to play the original game when they do a remake or remaster or anything like that. And to a certain extent, that's one of the good things about, like, the Chrono Cross remaster is that because of the nature of how it was remade or remastered, you really couldn't change the original gameplay very much at all. Same thing with Final Fantasy VIII and 9, I think, and probably the earlier 7 remaster. Because you're really just playing the original game, but with new graphics and sometimes music inserted. Like, I actually dug through the Chrono Cross remaster game files, and you can see, like, the new portraits. They're just files, and they reprogrammed the main game ISO, which is basically just an ISO of the original thing, to, you know, call new translation, call new graphics and stuff like that. That's how they did that. Waiting for Auld to show us how to get Excalibur 2 and FF9. Yeah, you're going to be waiting a little while for that. I don't think I want to do that. That is not my idea of fun. I've never actually done that in FF9, and I probably never will. Because you got to skip all the story. Alright. I got a door frame, a door with a pet door. I don't know why they had a pet door, because they didn't have a pet appropriate for a pet door. So that was always kind of weird. But I do like how they use these cabinet the container doors, the cabinet doors for the pet door. That's a really nice use of a part. All right, let's see. 8 there. Oh, they had a dog they mentioned boarding offhand. Got it. Okay. Alright, so spare parts. I got 2 one dark gray 1x1s. Did I miss a spot? There are the 2 there. I don't see any dark gray 1x1 tiles. I think there's just 2 extras. Yeah. Alright. Weird. Alright. So, two dark gray 1x1 tiles, a gray 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. No inner doorknob? No. And there's a reason for that. I'll show it off in a second. I'll go ahead and hold on to that. A 1x1 Technic beam and a black 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. So, I need a spare part to show off what... Yeah, there we go. If I can get it out rather than it falling all the way to the bottom. There we go. Okay. So, outer door handle, doorknob works just fine. If you put the same piece on the inside, doesn't close. And the reason is because the inside of the outside, this is flush. On the inside, because it's flush, it can't get around the first part, and then it would have a problem up against the inner part, which keeps it from going further in. However, there is a way that you can have a doorknob on that kind of door. With a 1x1 quarter cylinder piece, that will close. But it's a very different type of construction, so it does not look proper in this kind of thing. So generally, they will only do that if they're putting the door where it's recessed, and this would be the outside, and it opens inward, kind of thing. It's a very cool use of that part to do that, though. Alright, so, bag 23. Get here. Got it. There we go. It's deep in the box. You can just classify that extra out of place as a bit of Kevin trap. Well, it makes me wonder if there was another piece that should have been extra, and I got that instead, or... Really am wondering if that should have been in somewhere. But at this point, neither here nor there. Alright. Okay. Alright, dark red, 1x6. Side stud piece, 1x4. Two black 1x2 plates, and then a pair of dark green 1x2 plates. There we go. Alright, a 2x4 with two studs, get a gold spigot, and a 2x2 plate and 2x2 tile with a sticker on it. And there we go, get this up against those windows. Fortunately, the windows are partially covered. I would have put these windows up another level. It's kind of weird that it... Well, I guess they wanted that. This part is more compressed than the other, and I think that's part of what's going on with it. For example, they're doing this for the refrigerator. Oh, and a handle like that. So, it's a very, very thin refrigerator as these things go in Lego. Alright. And there would actually be some stickers on these, but they will fit onto the shelves in there. Just like that. There we go. They actually won't fall down. Alright. Get tiles along the top here. Not even sure why you wanted to get to level 99 with everyone so much. I mean, part of it is just like, when you enjoy playing the game and you want to be really powerful, I mean, that's kind of what happens. I mean, I got to level 99 in a lot of those games because I wanted to be powerful. You enjoy absolutely crushing the enemies. Okay, red 1x4. Some 1x1 quarter cylinder tiles for some curtains above the window. There we go. No, I mean, I'm not saying, like, I mean, it's one of those things of, like, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, and it depends a lot on the particular game and the particular details and everything like that. It's just that if you are doing that, that's usually why. Because you want to be powerful. You want to make your characters powerful and stuff like that. Making 2 of these, huh? Alright. Trivia, Buzz's girlfriend's picture was actually of a boy dressed up as a girl because they thought it would be too mean to joke about an actual girl. I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that he had a girlfriend. Like, did they joke in game that she was, I mean, not in game, in the movie that she was ugly or something? Ah. No, I mean, that is definitely right that would have been... That would not have been great to joke about an act, like, go looking for a girl that they could get a picture of and then joke about her being ugly. Oops. And 1x6. Like, I would probably not have a picture. There's a bit where Kevin sees her picture and makes a grimace and says something to convey that she is homely. Ah. Alright, get that right in there. We're gonna get anything on the undersides, I'm not sure. Okay. Dark green 2x2 tile and 2x2 tile with a single center stud. Get the dark red 1x2 tile there. And we get a center console. Or whatever. Another dark green, black 2x2, and a dark red 2x2 half tiles. Yeah, a lot of that stuff doesn't age very well. It really does not. And a silver frying pan there. There we go. All right. Wait a second. Oh, okay. Oops, I did actually mess up with the door here. I'm seeing. It actually should be opening inward, like that. There we go. My bad. All right, that is fixed. Yeah, I figured we would, and there really isn't that much left to it. I think we're going to be done pretty soon. We've got this part, and then there's a pair of 24 bags, and that's it, I believe. All right. Get a curtain in there. And then this curtain is a very simple flamethrower torch thingy. Suddenly you think back to the logistics of the Uncle Buck pancakes. I haven't seen that movie in forever. There we go. Okay, make a TV. There's a sticker that would go on there as well. How about another bonus round of minifigs? I don't think I have the time for that. I mean, I'm definitely getting tired, but I can't do I can't do that on top of this, I don't think. I'm not purposely avoiding Minotaurs. I'm definitely not going for speed. If I was going for speed, that would be a little bit different. But I do want to get it done because I don't think that we have a full, had a full second session in, and yeah, figured just try to get it done. 2x2 tile, there we go. Alright, got a trans red on top, and a dial here. Okay, and that goes right there. This microwave is really hanging off the edge there. Jeez. That is really hanging off the edge. Although this part with the laundry chute might fix that. We shall see. Now, if I was going for speed, I would not be talking that much. The talking slows me down. Oh, alright, blue. That is a friction axle pin. Alright. 3 a.m. stream extension. No, no, no. No, siree. That would be pretty crazy. There we go. 3L axle. After I get these parts in, yes, I do have the part in my mouth. It's fine. There we go. Mouth is a great place to store extra axles. It really is. I did a build stream that long before? Not to 3 a.m. It's very, very tight. Good place for tax, too. I suppose, yeah. Alright, that slides right in there. So yeah, it's not quite as bad with the microwave there, because it leaves a little space there, but that's still crazy. The shock in my voice when I looked at the time was pretty funny. Was this like Dragon Quest Builders? Is that what you're talking about? That's a little bit different. It's rather different. Pizza box. Let's go ahead and get the... Where is the 1x2 plate with bar? There it is. Sticker would go on the flag. And we get a pizza tile right in there. Pizza. How so? For one thing, I'm sitting there with this. Like, this is the amount of movement I'm doing. I don't have to shift my back around as much. And stuff like that. It's very different. There's a lot, like, it may not seem like it, but this is a lot more energy intensive than a computer game. Video game. Console game. Whatever. And here we have the iron. Let's try to get this not hanging at an angle. There we go. Okay. Get that right on there. Alright. And the iron comes falling out just like that. Also, I do have a D&D game I have to you know, get up for tomorrow, so I definitely could not go super late here. You never gotten Brickhead sets before until this one? None have interested you? It was the cat one you were thinking about, but you never pulled the trigger on it? They're pretty nice sets. I mean, I don't care for them for display, but they got a good assortment of small parts at a reasonable price. A lot of side stud pieces as well. That's one of the things that I like about them. And they're an interesting design, kind of like, you know, I mean, recognizable characters, interesting construction techniques. They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. Not for everyone, but that's okay too. Just let them stew. They know what silly things they did. I mean, it would also be letting you guys, making you guys wait too, and that's not fair. It's also making me wait, and that's not fair. I want to play. I want to play too. I'm not doing D&D sessions for other people's benefit. Just for other people's benefit. Doing it for my own, too. Because it's fun. Get all of these slopes in. All that sweet bit money. Alright, and there we go. Okay, and next up, the 2 4x8s. There we go. 2x8. Flip it over, and 1x2 rail plates. There we go. Fit that right on there. Alright. Turn it around. Get our trash can with an actual lid. Right there. And our back porch lights. There we go. And there we go. Oh, there's actually some garbage in the trash can as well. Since when do I care about fare unless it involves better treasure in a looting box? I care about fare a lot. Just not when I am playing an RPG, when I can manipulate things to my favor. Alright, spare parts. Gray 1x1 cylinder plate. Gray 1x1 plate. Gray 1x1 pyramid. Not pyramid, peak slope. Gray 1x1 cylinder tile with gauge pattern. Gray 1x1 cylinder tile with bar. Gold spigot. A black on black antenna. And a trans orange candle flame. Alright. Let's go ahead and move him, move that. There we go. Huh? I'm not sure what you mean, Duke Darkwood. Alright, so we have these axles here, and we've got pins there. In there. These are wrong color 1x2. Oh yeah, that's that's never fun. All right, can I get you in? There we go. All right. So there we have the kitchen on the back of the house. Pop off the roof to see the kitchen. Actually, that was not as on screen as I thought. Oh, right. No, I can't pop that off because it's connected there. Right. I was like, why isn't that coming off? Guess it's attached. All right. There we go. That does kind of make it a little difficult to display it, because it does not go right up against the, Mistakes were made. Alright. There we go. Oh, sorry, Linda. Your crown turned back on there. Alright. Ugh. That's as far back as it'll go right now, because of the addition back there. Okay, so 24. There we go. And this is the last of it. I've only gotten some of the smaller pieces, smaller things. That's fine. Whatever reason works for you. I see way too many people poo-pooing certain sets, and it's just like, you know, just let people enjoy what they want. It's all fine. Alright, there we go. Alright, so first, Kevin's mother, let's make her frightened when she realizes that she left Kevin at home. Come on, focus. Focus camera. There we go. So, she's realized that she's left Kevin at home. Alright. Now for the treehouse. Or, you know, the plants on the front of the house. Let's go up here a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. Alright, olive green. Foliage piece. She realizes what a mess Kevin made with his traps. Well, I mean, she will, certainly. There we go. Get that on there. And this one on there. Okay. Right on there. There we go. Next up. They do love these leaf elements, don't they? Hope the statue that keeps getting knocked over is in the set. Might be. Don't know. There we go. Yeah, it's down. Alright. There is a dark gray micro figure that goes right here. I think that might be it. Do the other kids have piggy banks too, or was Buzz's the only one specifically shown? They didn't show any of the other kids' bedrooms, I don't think. And it's certainly possible that Kevin only went after Buzz's because Buzz was a jerk. One by one. Clip with tile with clip there. Nice, congrats on finishing the brickheads. I mean, he was only home alone for a handful of days. Alright. So we get our 2 strings with clips. Now they actually don't do this. This has actual string here. They don't do these anymore. They use it's all plastic. So I need 8 black 1x1 tiles with top clips. Buzz is the oldest, likeliest to have a job. Kevin knew he had some money because he mentioned it at the beginning. Yeah. Elements of Chekhov's gun in that. Like, even if Buzz wasn't, like, working at a McDonald's or something like that, he might have had, like, a paper route or something else. Also, they set up Buzz as an asshole so you feel less bad about it. Yeah. When you built one of your classic castles, Black Knight's Fortress, you noticed that the head for the thread for the drawbridge was getting pretty frayed. Not surprised. I do not have a whole lot of my original thread of the thin type, like on here. I've got plenty of the thicker type. There we go. And now I got to do a second one. There's also like, I have some incredibly thick stuff from the old Exxon gas station that was used as the hoses, and that is really frayed at the ends. It is really tough to get it into the holes. Common black thread is not going to be very thick, but like, you can always just get a Lego set that has some thread in it and scrap the set for parts and take the thread if it's long enough. And yeah, I mean, you could definitely use classic, standard black thread. It's just not going to be thick. I have the Siege Tower set from like 84, 85, and I had to do that. It's not thick at all. It's standard, like, sewing thread. You could probably find thicker stuff too. No, they use thread. They do use the basic thread. It's just this part where they have the 2 studs and then all of these plastic things wrapped around it. They've replaced that with a single piece of soft plastic. But they do still have standard thread because they still use that in a variety of winch setups. So you can definitely still get sets with thread in it. Okay, pull that way a little bit. There we go. So we got a little bit more space on there. Yeah, I have green ones too. Green was what they made them at first. I did actually cut one of these to make some nunchucks. Alright, let's see. We are making another pair of the olive green leaf elements. Can't remember if I cut a green one or another color. These are all the exact same orientation of these tile piece, curved slope pieces, and that kind of blows. Alright, that is going to get right there. Speaking of rope bridges, I have a ton of the rope bridge pieces. The one-piece rope bridges. So many of them. So many of them. They were like a dime a dozen in sets for a time. Alright, let's see. Dark gray and... trans yellow. If that is that going on? Yeah, it's going on all of the plant studs. Actually, I think this is like gunmetal rather than actual dark gray. I'll have to look at that a little bit more closely with better light. Less tired eyes, too. I don't think there's any dark gray in this, right? This step. There's some dark gray here. Yep. Yep, that is a different color. There's a lot of lights on the ground. These supposed to be light threads that were partially covered by plants and snow? I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, for one thing. Oops. Should be one right there. Right there. And finally, one right there. There we go. Alright, all the lights are done. Now, some lanterns. Trans yellow heads. Always nice to have. Black radar dishes. And our wreaths. There we go. That is on top of that. Oh, come here. That head, don't go rolling off the table here. That's a bad plan there. Oh, hold on a second. My other computer fell asleep. Need to wake it back up again. McAllisters were so rich they could use radar dishes for lamp covers. Yep. Yep. That's how rich they are. Hey, no problem, Duke Darkwood. It's, everyone has, like, everyone comes up with, their own names for some parts. It is perfectly normal. Super duper common. Alright, 1x2 brick. And of course, Lego has some bizarre names, like connector number 4. That doesn't actually help figure out what that is. They could support a family of, what, 11 in a 3-story house like this? Loaded. Mother should ride home to Kevin on horse. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, only 5 kids. That house is the brass ring. Yeah, I mean, they were definitely supposed to be quite well off. Even by the standards of movies that tend to inflate the affordability of lifestyles of their characters. Let's get these pieces back there. All right, 2 2x2s. That is back there. Dark orange. Yeah, it was a big group of extended family kind of thing. That was a big part of what made it so hectic. John Candy did his scenes in one day for scale, and then got upset at how little scale was. Yeah, there's a lot of working actors who are not paid that well. I had heard that he did it in one day though. There we go, and then that gets on there. Nice bright orange foliage. Our thin leaf pieces in there. There we go. He only really has 2 scenes, though. Yeah, no, I mean, it was almost like a cameo kind of thing. A little bit more than a cameo, but pretty close. Right, I'm going to bring the camera all the way back down. Alright, couple of tooth pieces. A window frame, no glass. 1 by 1 by 3 bricks. Mother actress, forgot her name, worked with Candy back on SCTV days. Yeah. SCTV had a lot of, brought out a lot of good actors. Let's see, we get a brown 1 by 1 with clip here. Yeah, Rick Moranis. I'm blanking on some of the others, but there were a fair number. It is late. I am getting tired. I can definitely feel it. I've been thinking about doing like the Wednesday stream a little bit earlier, like starting it a little bit earlier, and stuff like that. I'm wondering if that would be better for getting these done without getting tired quite as much. Because it is kind of late in the day when I'm working on this. All right, get our scissors in here. That is it. Okay, and then pop this up on top of the treehouse. Speaking of Rick Moranis, you're not entirely sure how Louis Tully went from being an accountant in 1 to a lawyer in 2. He specifically says that he took night classes. And I think, like, he did also say, like, he only did, like, tax stuff or something like that. I can't remember. Ald wants to compete with the 6 o'clock news. He wasn't a good lawyer, admittedly. No, he was not. That was part of the joke. Alright, get some robot arms for the rungs of our ladder here. There we go. Get that down. I mean, the whole point of that sequence was to have a, you know, like, I mean, to show that he is not a good lawyer. There we go. Turned into a dog, they helped me. Yep. There we go. Alright. There we go. We got our ladder on there. Next up, a pirate flag. There we go. Get that hanging on there. I meant from a filmmaking point of view. From a comedy writing point of view. There we go. Alright, nice long piece of string. Get that up here. Alright, then we have our 2x2 cylinder plate with 4 arms. Get our other white foliage elements on here. In the end, the case wasn't decided by the lawyer's arguments anyway. Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. And make a little airplane as well. Headlight brick there. It's decided by the Scolari brothers. Yep. I know there's a lot of comments that Ghostbusters 2 isn't very good and stuff like that. I don't know. I absolutely love it myself. There we go. Alright, and get that right up there in the leaves. Alright, and this would attach to the top of the window. There's studs that were up there. And then make a zip line. Did he make this zip line, or did they have this zip line, like the contraption? I cannot remember if he like made it out of random stuff. As a sequel, it's not going to have the magic of the first did. That's inevitable, but very few franchises do. Ghostbusters 2 is still a great movie. Yeah, he made it. Yeah. There we go. So, you can... I'm just going to put this up on top of the house at the moment, because that's fine. And you know what? Mom wants to have a little bit of fun. You see him set it up? Well, I meant the actual, like, zipline piece, not the rope to the, I knew he set up the rope part. Okay, there we go. That's close enough. Whee! There you go. Alright. That is it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera up there. Get that over there. What the heck? Let's put Mom on the zip line, because that's fun. Alright, so spare parts. So many gadgets set up during a montage. Yeah. The actor who played Janos, he is Vigo, was the main character in Dragon Slayer. Oh yeah, no, Dragon Slayer is a great movie, and yeah, Peter McNichol, he's did a lot of stuff. We did already make the van. Yep, that was the first session, the first thing we built, pretty much. All right, so spare scissors, got a spare robot arm, spare dark gray microfig, gray pneumatic T. Black 3L bar, a yellow beanie propeller, brown small twig, gunmetal gray 1x1 cylinder plate, and a beige 1x1 cylinder plate, and a red 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. And unfortunately, with the addition to the back, I think I'm going to take that off, because that makes it difficult to put on. There we go. Alright. That's obviously not where the treehouse goes, but we have the treehouse. We have the basement. We have the van. And we have the neighbor. There we go. All right, so that is the Home Alone house. I really do like the opening sections. That is really nice. Like that doing that and being able to lift off the roof and everything like that. Very, very good way of handling it. Let's actually get the camera up a little bit more. It's a good set. It's a good display piece. This part here, it doesn't quite fit though, and I know why. Like, I know why they did it the way they did. you know, so that they could get the furnace in, which, you know, should be in the basement. I mean, it is in the basement, but it's in this additional little portion off the back of the house. That may, like, without it, this is easy to push back against a like on a shelf or something like that. You put this on and it does not fit. So this works best as kind of a standalone thing to the side so you can look at. Very thoughtful of the McAllisters to have openable walls. Yeah, very, very much so. Very much so. You know, I mean, if you're going to have a house that's featured in a movie, you got to have openable walls so they can get filming, you know? Definitely. But it's a good set. It's a good set. Good construction, a lot of elements of the movie, callbacks and stuff like that. So, very, very cool. I would love to get the Ghostbusters Firehouse, but that is expensive. That is really expensive. I do not think that I will ever be getting that, unfortunately. But they have Ghostbusters stuff, so there's always a chance that they'll do it again, so. Does it have any McAllisters other than Kevin and his mom? No, it does not. It does not. Just Kevin, Mom, Neighbor, and the Wet Bandits. I mean, like, most of the other characters are featured very, very lightly. Honestly, like, the only other one that I could see it being worthwhile to put in is Buzz. So, I think it's fine without anyone else. I think it makes sense. Because you'd want to, like, they don't even have any of their you know, rooms and stuff, so. Enjoy the Capital One credit card commercial in which the mom yells for Kevin and then Kevin Hart appears and plugs a credit card. I have not seen that one. But, that is it. It is a good set. I am glad that I got it. I'm glad that we got a chance to build it. And when we come back next week, we will be building something else. We did get the goal for the lighthouse done, but I haven't purchased that yet, and I definitely won't have it purchased by next week, certainly. Like I said, I'm going to be waiting for either double VIP points or a really good sale. Not sale, but gift with purchase for it. So it will probably be a little while before we get that one. But I do have some other things in mind. I got a couple potential theme builds that we could do, where we have a few similar things right after each other. So we will see. The only set that ties with the Firehouse for second most expensive is Lion Ice Castle. Oh, there's a lot of sets that are really expensive. I mean, some of the most expensive sets are like the AT-AT Walker. That is really expensive. That's like $850. That's more. It's fewer pieces and more expensive than like Titanic and Rivendell and stuff. So. Oh, the sets you have. Got it. Well, I don't know what sets you have, so. Anyway, when we come back next week, we will be working on something else. And I will definitely be giving it some thought on what we will be working on. So tune in then. I want to thank you guys for coming on out. We will be back tomorrow for some more Spelljammer. We will be back on Monday for some more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. We will be back on Wednesday for some more Monster Hunter Advance 2 and Lego building in the evening. And next Friday, back for Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster and building something new in the evening. So I shall see you then, and have a good night, everyone. See you next time.